This case flows from a petition by the Coalition for Social Justice to CHRAJ against the national chairman of the NPP, Freddie Blay, who is also the board chairman of the GNPC. According to the coalition, this case had to do with, or the petition had to do with, the purchase of some 230 buses, a campaign promise Mr. Blay gave whilst he was campaigning to become national chairman of a party. According to the coalition, they believe that Mr. Blay's position as chairman of GNPC and the promise he had given to provide 230 buses did not match, because they felt that there would be some conflict of interest and they needed to know where he was getting the funds to purchase these buses. When the case was sent to CHRAJ says that he had invited Mr. Blay several times, he had subpoenaed Mr. Blay, but Mr. Blay had still failed to appear before it. After several attempts to get Mr. Blay to appear before it, which failed, CHRAJ then filed this case before the court. CHRAJ's case was that Mr. Blay had disrespected them by not making himself available to appear before them to answer the questions of how he was able to get the funds and whether indeed there was any conflict of interest in the case. But Mr. Blay did not agree to the case filed by CHRAJ. According to him, CHRAJ never served him with any writ or with any summons, and that if they did, he would have respected it and appeared before them. After a number of weeks or months of this case, the judge, Justice George Kumsin, acquitted and discharged Mr. Freddie Blay of all contempt charges. According to the judge, he didn't believe that the evidence put before him showed that Mr. Blay was indeed served with the invitation and the subpoenas. He also lambasted CHRAJ, saying that CHRAJ should have known better, that in cases like this, you don't just go and serve the subpoena or invitation just on an office, but it should be served personally on the person of Freddie Blay. The judge further awarded a cost of 5,000 cedis against CHRAJ, meaning that Freddie Blay now is a free man and could go about his business. As to whether CHRAJ would continue with this case, the petition brought before him, we are not so clear yet. CHRAJ has decided not to make comments or further notice, and we are hoping that in due course they would speak on the matter to tell us whether they would go after Freddie Blay to let him come or invite him to answer the petition before them, or they'll let go of the case.